TNC does have to watch out for.
Let's see. Let's see if the Sylar Light can still be as powerful as ever. In a matter, as I say, where we do not see a lot of teams.
You just can't stand for TL and TB.
But they're
playing Lycan versus TB is also impossible. Given power and ball, time you're watching. So.
But hey, the fact that this game TNC were the ones to ban out all those carries, it could work out in favor of Sylar and his Lycan. Let's see game 2, ladies and gentlemen, kicking off TNC versus Aster in this best of 3. Aster 1 game up.
I do like TNC's overall draft a little bit better this game, just because they've got things to actually reliably able to set up for the Magnus. In the last game, it was tough, right? They had this Undying that would just walk in and then it'll be like, all right, Armel, go. Now they've got Chains, they've got Phoenix Egg, they've got Bane Sleep, they've got so many different ways for this Magnus for Cuckoo to actually find avenues into getting those RPs. And Tim's, he's smoked up. He's looking for a courier snipe.
He is. I think he might just do so on the way back if he hangs around.
Uh-oh.
They'll see the courier mid. Tim's, he's just got to sit there.
He's got it.
And get the free money. And
Radiant's
courier gone for a good few minutes.
Directly bottom to the pressure.
Good start the game. Of course, Armel happy with the play there from Tim's. We'll drop him the tip. They've got a salve on his way. Bottom lane, Cuckoo. Getting chased down here. On the case, they're just diving in, and that will be first blood. That is what they have to say there on the bottom lane.
They have so much magical and physical which will come out from that morphing and Ember Spirit with that power.
See up top.
Shift.
Forced to head back. They'll look towards the swish here of the 2 Ninja Boogie. Taking a lot of damage here from the army of Sylar, and a sleep onto the main Wolf will not save him. The walls and the Hellbear Smasher beat him down. Bottom lane, Cuckoo trying to get a grab onto Baboka, but he had to dive pretty deep for this. He's got the backup though. Tim's and Armel underneath the tower. Saw it. Baboka kills off Cuckoo. Armel and Gabby trying their best to at least punish the Undying, and they will do so. They get the kill. It cost the 3 of them though, making the move there. They lose one of their own. They lose their core Magnus, and at the same time, they're getting pressured on the top lane.
You see the build coming out from Baboka too? Not every day that you see the 3-1-1 on the Undying just to bully the Magnus. I've seen a couple of these Maelstrom first kind of fall flat though. We'll see if Armel
Another. Zipping across onto Ninja Boogie. He'll tell with the Nightmare, but first there. Attack. Good enough, and indeed they're looking to control this. Tombstone's going to be dropped down from Gabby's and tries to invade and take over a little bit of it. Baboka and Lover turn towards Tombstone. They'll claim it. Easy bit of 125 gold. Oh, Cuckoo! But doesn't commit with the RP, does still have it. Holding onto it to look for a better target is Baboka. Will be chased, skewered back onto Baboka. Still got a lot of strength from the decay. It's not enough though. The bursts come through from the shockwave and the strike.
Before they do take place. Success might get set up here by Ninja Boogie, but he's not level 6 yet on the Bane.
The setup, a Nightmare.
There is a Undying here.
Be dropped down as well by Baboka, but the Tombstone focus straight away. Sorry, buys it a little bit of time, not enough to stay alive. But now with the Supernova and the route onto 2, Aster, they've got to get themselves out of there. XXS just going to Reaper Sight down onto the Bane. They'll give him a good amount of regen. It's not enough though. With the burst from Armel, he used to finish off the kill, but now Armel could potentially be in trouble himself. He's not though. TP's there, and they don't have any way to cancel it. So Armel gets in and gets out.
Prepared for rush. They already put they put a river ward. I've seen them do this a lot, like a ward outside the roast pit, not in your usual keyword spots, just to try to catch him off guard. The long zip forward.
Well, they're not going to commit any further though. Bit of a poke onto Cuckoo. Armel actually wrapping in from the back of it. So you know, Armel is very strong at the moment. He is going to start punching and rooting into XXS. XXS does head across. They managed to take down Ninja Boogie. Can they get anything more? Bring down the stolen Tombstone from Gabby. Now zipping forward towards Tim's. Tim's trying his best to retreat up to the high ground, but the chase is there from Sylar. Would they shapeshift? One more right click will do it as they claim Tim's life as well. Tier 1 tower now back to being focused by Sylar and Baboka. Armel and Cuckoo still about. To see if they can push Aster away from this tier 1. There'll be TP's coming back in, the Bane returning. Moves to set up onto the Undying. Shockwave down as well. Baboka will start to back off with the zip board. Nightmare's actually going to mean that he dodges some of the damage there. Doesn't matter though, they get the kill anyway. TNC beating down the Undying.
Now they have Cuckoo with a Blink Dagger too in the back. The Magnus does have that one finished. Did they get the tower? Didn't I? They did.
And to make the quick north plays. I'm out. He's still very confident with how he can poke away without the threat of being instantly locked down.
He just plays super confidently. They only have to worry about the Storm trying to get that set up for now.
Zip. Let's go for the Vortex onto Cuckoo. Cuckoo's still able to secure off towards Sylar. Sylar with the Shapeshift. Chasing down Ninja Boogie. RP will be used onto the two of them. Let's get the Phoenix in position, going for the Supernova the side. Sylar trying to head over. Phoenix, I believe, onto a Warfare. A whip shot from the Bane will allow Aster to just move in and take down the egg, as they'll lose 3 members of TNC. TNC.
They're making the way.
They do like to go for this sort of play, the smoke into Roche.
Might get scouted out this time if Liquipedia is positioned here.
Is anyone going to head over? They don't see anybody on the map at the moment, Aster.
Dying at a pretty fast pace though. Time that we're at.
There is of course no RP for a little bit of time.
Oh no, pushing in that mid lane. They're trying to set up for him. They've got the Purge, but
Baboka.
Roche, the Wolf
It's already gone. TNC's got it. They get the Roche, they get the Aegis onto Gabby, and they get out of there. Blink out from Cuckoo. Ninja Boogie will be chased by the Shapeshift of Sylar. Try and turn with a Brain Sap, but so many summons and a big Soul Rip burst move from Baboka brings him down.
Cuckoo's also getting really low. Sylar's chasing forward here. Cuckoo.
Almost got a touring him there. I love it. Just having the summons beat down upon him, coming in for the final swipe.
You know, this little Purge creep is putting in work. It's actually gotten him at least 2 or 3 kills just trying to get that setup in the catch.
Sylar Viking still looking as strong as ever. Lava getting the control. Reaper side setup's going to be there.
God.
He's dead for 60. He does have buyback.
High ground vision.
But I think Aster, you want to force this buyback out of the Ember.
Absolutely.
You've got the pushing power. You've got the timing.
They've got all the healing, like we mentioned. They've got this crazy amount of sustain. They've got 4 earn charges too. Tombstone is placed a bit far forward.
There's the buyback.
There's the egg.
The egg's going to come through. They've got the Fiend script down onto the Necrofox. The XXS will pay for this failed push. Sylar may be in trouble as well. They get on top of him with the Sleight of Fist, and they found him. That's 2 dead. On Aster, now 3 with the Wyvern burning down to the damage of this Ember Spirit Phoenix combination. They're hunting down Baboka. They'll find the Undying. Double kill for Armel. He had to buy back, but boy was it worth it there as TNC take nearly a sweep of a team fight. 4 dead on Aster.
But for the most part on the enemy team, yeah, that Undying, that Wyvern, the absolute dream. Aster, they're smoking. They see Armel in the mid. They actually break their smoke and he zips the hell out of there.
It's such a hard catch. Every time they see him, we do sort of see them set up around him, but there's no real way of Aster to punish the Ember player. The Fiend Script, he needs help, he is going to get it. The Fiend Script will be cancelled by Lover as he gets himself straight on top of the Bane with the Vortex. Buyback comes out for Ninja Boogie. As Aster, they're looking for more. They're actually able to run down Armel there. Armel unable to play his way out of that one. They do have a Winter's Curse too. Locking down more. Lover tries to run it away. He will not survive. Phoenix Egg coming out successfully as Tim's dives forward. Looks to Sylar. Sylar trying for the TP out. They got anything to kill him off with. They can't. That's what I believe what we saw there. So the Necrobooks just burning the mana down at the Ember, so Armel had no real escape.
He had no remnants.
He had no remnants actually out.
Yeah, I think he used them aggressively, or
I didn't actually see. It looks like the first one's cooling back down, so I think you're right. Yeah. He didn't have anything to get himself back out of the river as Sylar ran in with the Shapeshift.
Yeah, because he did get mana burned down, but he had a huge
still
stick.
Had some left.
He got sticked up. I think he maybe even got an Arcane Booter, and then he just didn't have one.
And Aster's not done. TNC, they've tried to push on without their Ember Spirit. Yeah, but he's still going to be very likely to get that kill finished off for him.
Yeah, that's a good one. Sylar. Ninja Boogie.
Sylar's in. Shapeshifts out. Gabby has managed to pick off Fenrir on the back line. Sylar, who can he get his hands on? That's the question. He's looking towards Armel. Armel with the remnants still out will be able to create distance and get out. The Shapeshift will not warrant.
Showing how important the Roche is going to be for this next one. Fights Cuckoo. Forward gets the bounty.
The dirty grip out onto Baboka. Is there anything they can do to save Baboka off? Lover's going to come in with the grab straight away onto the Bane. That's the Bane gone. Baboka keeping himself alive with a burst heal. He's actually going to be fine for now. As TNC, they're going to have to try and fight 4 versus 5 for 40 seconds. Summons into the pit. Aster know that it's there. Do they want to try and force and take it against just 4 of them? But they will still respect the lineup of TNC. Arm out.
Sylar, he's popping the Shapeshift.
Ready to chase in, pull in as well for Number. He gets a big grab, gets himself on top of the Magnets. The egg is out, but there's no threat of an RP. They're turning towards the egg, trying to kick it out in time. Can they take the egg? No, they can't. The Supernova's onto the 3 of them. Dive forward as well as Gabby starts to punch back. They've managed to use the stolen Tombstone also, slowing down Aster on their escape. Darnell comes back in, will kill off the Tombstone, the original one from Aster.
Ninja Boogie, he was getting close to an Aether Lens, and then he's like, screw this item. Sentries are way too important in a game versus like it. We can't have them actually have the vision of the back lines. If these wolves are scouting on the back, that's where you could see the Phoenix
he's in.
killed.
Straight away, gets himself on top of the Phoenix. They've got the Reaper Scythe as well. That's going to be Tim's gone. Now with the jump forward, Lover still some mana to play with. On top of Ninja Boogie, popping the BKB so he can continue to commit. The summons are out. They're on top of Gabby. Gabby pops the BKB. He's got to be careful. There's a lot of damage coming out the side of the RP is there. Onto 2. Do they have the damage to kill these zeros off though? It doesn't look like it. Gabby will turn with Blast. Onto Lover. Lover still with mana available. Able to zip away, keep himself alive, get away from the Supernova. They do finally get the catch though. Armel with the slope, a bit and the chain, holds down one. They've killed off another as the backlines get punished. TNC again coming out on top. Gabby just staying alive as this Morphling. They just don't have enough control or damage to kill off the Morph once he does start to shift that strength up. As TNC into the pit with 3 dead on Aster. Not really too much of a threat of this one being taken away from them. This should be a free roast for TNC.
Storm's up in 5. He is not going to be ready in time. That's it. HG's for a Morphling who had just kind of taken that last fight and now has a full Ive Scotty finished up on top. Who's going for the Hex on the team? Storm, I saw Orchid. Necrophos is going for the Hex. Okay, they need some type of.
I mean, he's close to the money to do so as well.
He's got a blink too, so blink into Yules to break the Lincolns into a Hex and go for that Reaper Scythe kill.
It could be massive.
It could definitely happen. And Abby? Oh, okay.
He's getting the butterfly.
Yeah, I was like, what?
The Mask of Madness.
I was like, the Mask of Madness Morphling. There we go. They're trying to set up for it.
There's the Reaper, but there's the Nightmare save. It's going to give a chance for Gabby to pop the BKB, turn around with the Fiend's Grip down. The Cold Embrace is giving him some sort of heal on the Storm. Is it enough to get out? It's not, because Gabby morphs into the Storm Spirit and uses the Electric Vortex for that extra bit of disable to allow them to kill on Lover. Now the Winter's Curse is coming out to the 2 of them. Lover has brought back, goes for the big zip straight away on top of Gabby, but Gabby's more than fine to fight back. Cuckoo will fall. Armel with a quick remnant out, but Lover, he's hot on the chase. He's on top of the Ember Spirit. Armel in trouble. He's got another sleight of fist and a remnant to try and get himself out of there. Yules up into the air. He gets surrounded. TNC dropping 2 as Lover buys back, dropping 3 in fact. There's Ninja Boogie chased down by the army. You see Lover come in to get himself a Bloodstone charge. Quite sure.
Cuckoo having a little bit of tough time. Commit forward.
Also have a fortification from TNC.
They're starting to itemize real well on the side of Aster to try to catch these heroes.
They're ready to just push it.
There's X.
They've managed to break it in. They've got the control with the pullback for the Vortex in the world. It's enough. It's not Gabby. He's able to waveform out. Armel looking to commit. Cuckoo goes for the 2-man Stewart. Drags them back underneath the tier 4 towers. And that will mean that they can kill off XXS. But with the pressure from Sylar, they lose the melee racks. Can they get over and contest this Aster? Aster, they're grouped up by the base. They will go for the smoke.
Get this instant jump every single time here. XXS, you see him leading the charge. Has the blink, has the Yules, has the Hex. They're going to try to claim high ground here while they go for the wraparound. They might. They look like they want to go for the long wrap.
They're sending the summons in. I mean, they know that they're around here. They'll have their suspicions confirmed. Armo's going to jump out. Now the army, there's Venus already there on Gabby. Gabby's picked up the Aegis. They're going to pop with the Supernova, but straight away they're in on top of Ninja Boogie. The Bane is dead. Can they kill that Elrond? They can't. They do not have enough hits in the world to kill off that Supernova. Now Gabby comes back. The RP down onto 2. Cuckoo's got the catch. The Sunspray as well for Tim's comes through as they burn down a second. 2 dead on Aster. As they'll even clean up more. Godlike for Gabby, double kill for him, but Boka's not going to be able to get out either as the Yule Scepter's there to cancel the TP. 4 kills for TNC as they push Aster back away from the Roshan. And as we saw, Aster not even able to get in and do anything about it as Aegis is there on TNC's lineup. You've got Refresher Shard on Cuckoo, ready to go with another RP that they can now push off the back of.
But they got the Bane again.
Ninja Boogie's loving it. He says you can kill me as many times as you like, boys and girls. We're going to still take this game.
Yeah, Tim's itemization is working out really well for them. Just the Radiance being able to get that extra damage, but then this Aeon Disc. They commit back onto the Phoenix, gets the Aeon Disc out, he pops Egg. Fight becomes a disaster for Aster. They're not able to actually contribute up there all the way top. And Sylar, he gets hit by the Egg stun and then gets hit by a long duration RP afterwards. So BKB piercing disables, and then he gets focus fired as TNC punch back hard. Going for the second set of racks. They should be able to tune it up to his 500 damage, more flank. And HyperX is also open if they want to go for it. Aster.
Gabby taking everything from there. Gabby just having a brilliant Morphling game. 9-0-9. And they've just got 9k in the gold as well. As Lover, again
on for Ninja Boogie.
Ninja Boogie doesn't mind.
He loves it.
He loves it. As a Winter's Curse will come out. He'll lose his life for it. Lover dipping in. Can he find anything more? Gabby getting bursted down a little low by the remnants. He's turning into the stall. They've actually got the lockdown. Kuku, oh, he outplayed him there, I believe, with that second RP. He had the refresher shard, pops it, and kills off Lover. And now Lover's dead for 90 without buyback. You move forward with Silence, able to get the Aegis out of them. Give them a second up. They do have the Hex. He's committing. They've got the Reapers as well. Necro's going to be used up. He can't get the Reapers off in time.
The Hex popping.
And
He's
now,
stunned.
oh, and Gabby is just beating Sylar to pieces through the BKB. GG's going to be called as TNC will take game 2, drawing this series to a game 3.
Did feel like as the game delays more and more, sure, you have a Stone Spirit going Bloodstone, but a Lycan going for those later stages. If you're not incredibly ahead, you're playing versus these super elusive cores too.